Going, everybody? I hope you're having a brilliant day. Today we're going to take a look at how I was able to get 38,000 and how hopefully you can get 38,000 in your next capital raid weekend. Let's jump right into the first attack and see what I am doing and how I was able to get this done. Taking a look at a Dragon Cliffs cleanup. Starting with the tricky one. I would not recommend trying to two-shot the Dragon Cliffs unless you have attacked it many times, because that first attack, very important. But if you can destroy all the super dragons, or at least most of them, and very quickly kill off the last one or two in the second attack, then you can take out the base with hog riders. So here we had our Inferno Dragon sadly die, but we did have a couple packs of archers that came in clutch, and we were able to save the attack. Always seems to be very close. I mean, this is a weaker Dragon Cliffs, but I feel like at the max level, the Dragon Cliffs is probably going to be one that you have to three-shot. Taking out those max level dragons and those max posts, you won't be able to lightning them down as efficiently as possible, but we shall see. So here the hogs did a great job circling around the base. Of course, they go all the way back up to get that corner pocket of defenses, and then they are luckily fast enough to clean up the attack because time was ticking, if you didn't see. Next up, we're going to take a look at a Barbarian camp cleanup attack. Always love attacking Barbarian camp. It's worth so many points if you set up the base properly. In this case, we have 7,000, almost 300 points available. We have all the graveyard spells prepared in the core of the base, and we're mostly just looking at trying to get the 2 air bombs and the 2 rocket artilleries taken out. Now to do this, we're going to have to be very careful with deployment. Going to try and do 1 pack of balloons per air targeting defense, if we can help it. Because we want to try and have all of the air skeletons from the graveyards tank for the balloons, and then have the balloons kind of slowly go and clear out the core of the base. It's like here, this air bombs is just doing work on the balloons, but luckily took out 1 pack on the left side, and then the pack on the right side was able to help clean up. So now it's just a matter of getting the base taken out, and we even get a decent amount of bonus loot for the surviving troops of 118. Next up, we'll take a look at, well, we might as well take a look at the other Barbarian camp since we just watched that. This one is worth just under 7,000 points. This one was a little bit different. We actually took out the first portion of the base with a ground attack because the giant cannons were, one was far away and one was super close. So a lot of times you prepare the base with air and then finish off the base with air. But sometimes if you spot good value, you gotta go with that. So again, we're just doing 1 pack of rocket balloons per air targeting defense. Being very careful of this back end rocket artillery. And then trying to get as close to this air bombs as possible. Got 1 pack go down. 2 packs of balloons go down, but they do take it out. So we can directly target the last rapid rockets, and the base is destroyed. Next up, we'll be taking a look at a skeleton park. First hit, of course. This one is a little bit different because it is not the basic layout. So we're going to have to adapt, improvise, and I thought this would be a pretty big score, but I was wrong. Thing I forgot about when looking at a weaker skeleton park is that there are still those hidden Teslas. They do a lot of damage, and they are pretty tanky. While they attack very slowly, they can demolish any kind of troops that you send with them. So here I was hoping to get deep into this back end section, but all the troops died out before then, unfortunately. So we got just over 5,000. 5,050 points. Next up is a Balloon Lagoon Cleanup attack. This one, the rocket artilleries are partially damaged. They do not have the third one unlocked yet, which is kind of surprising. And we're mostly just trying to spread out the troops in a fan, or in a line, whichever you prefer. I want to have ideally at least 2 big groups going through the base, so that if the rocket artillery locks on and attacks your troops, mostly your giants or your rams, they won't hit all of your super wizards all at once. As long as the super wizards survive, you're in good shape. So now it's nothing left but the cleanup, because the graveyard ground spam strategy is still very, very strong versus the bases we've been fighting as a clan. And yes, they are weaker and underdeveloped. But that is who we are fighting against, so might as well show you guys. And last but not least, we're looking at the Golem Quarry. Not quite worth 6,000, but still gonna get some decent value. First attack went well, prepared the base. Just going to directly target this blast bow with a couple of hog riders. And then we're just going to sort of spam the bottom side of the base in a fan. Try to sprinkle in some of the rams, open up the walls. And then we're waiting to see if the other defenses actually lock on to the super wizards. That's why we have the hogs to help reset. Even got a bonus of 155. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully you picked up a thing or two. Helps me out a lot if you would like and subscribe. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching some more videos. Thank you so much. Take care.